time I hear that, I think of us in France at the World Cup. Now, this gentleman has so much to celebrate after his team Salal in Qatar were crowned this year's champions of the Qatar Reserve League. I'm speaking about none other than a man from our soil, Miguel Coley. So I'm a little bit disappointed, well, not disappointed, upset with him. Because, I think me a big coach, right? So I won the Manning Cup way back in the 90s. I come back and I win about 4 more, so I got 5, and I say, nobody can match me. Well, Miguel win Manning Cup 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. In 5 years at Jamaica College, he won 5 Manning Cup titles, 5 Olivier Shield titles, and a couple of Walker Cup titles to do it. And my friend, good to see you.
Good to see you too, man.
Great to see you. Welcome back home. Welcome home.
Say good morning to you and your viewers.
Yes, man.
And you mentioned all the accomplishments, but remember you give me 4 love in the National Stadium.
Yeah, and you give me back 1. So in 2015, we played a couple of times together. So because actually the first time I played against Miguel, I was a coach at UWI, and he was at Barbican. Then we played against each other when we were at Normandy, and then we met again at Jamaica College. So in 2015, we got to 3 finals. Beat him up properly in the Super Cup, and everybody said, people dead. Well, the man catch me back a week after that and sink me at Sabina. Eh? We had some good battles.
Definitely.
But, Coach, what is it like you... I had the opportunity of not living here for a while also, but what is it like first, not only as a coach, well, not even as a coach, but with your family and in Qatar? What's that like for you?
No, man, it's been very good. The lifestyle there is very peaceful, very professional, because you have a lot of persons from outside who come there for work. So many persons are very focused in terms of what they want to do. In terms of, social life, there are a lot of opportunities to go different places. And, Qatar provide an avenue for everybody to fit in. And, I mean, being there with my family, it's even
You're
better.
a black man in Qatar. Was that ever an issue?
No, it's not an issue. I mean, Arabs are also black people. And there are many persons from different areas, for example, in America, from Africa there. So I think basically fit in.
Yeah.
But I've never experienced any form of racism.
You were in Iran also, right?
Yes, I was in Iran.
Was that the same kind of thing in Iran?
It was. Being a football coach probably excluded from certain things in Iran because, I was coaching one of the top clubs in Iran, and they love you and, they celebrate with you. But, however, you don't know the language so much, so maybe, but I've never experienced any form of racism.
And as a coach now, what about the differences? Because you coached not only young people here, you were an assistant coach at the national team for a while also. So what's the difference, if there is any? How easy, how difficult is it for you?
The only difference now is that with the national team here, you're not trained on a regular basis. But on the professional level, you have a day-to-day training session. You have to be more, a lot more planning. You have to be, more disciplined and everything, and you have to manage the players a lot better. You have to manage a day-to-day activity more than when other players from a professional level come to play for the national team. You don't have to be managing them all throughout the month, but when they're with you most of the time.
Yeah. You still do poetry?
Yes, I do.
Still write a lot?
I write a lot.
Yeah. Do you have a lot of free time outside of the football, and your family is with you, so that must be really nice for you.
It's nice. Coaching, we'll say in Qatar, when you coach in Dubai, it's holiday. Because you're doing something that you're passionate about, you're doing something that you love. You find free time, but there are a lot of pressure when it comes to football. You want to win every single time. You want to develop the players. And the club, you have a contract, you want to keep your job as much as possible, so you have to perform very well. So that's where the pressure comes in. But in terms of, getting up in the morning or in the evening to train for 1 hour, 2 hours, I believe it's holiday.
Yeah. I don't think there's a vacancy now, but... Any thoughts of coaching Jamaica, the national team?
Well, it's always a dream of mine to coach the national team, But when the time is right, the time is right. There are many coaches out there who are qualified and who deserve the same opportunity. But one day I hope I could become the national team. And it's about preparing myself, not only for the national team, but for the next opportunity.
And the next opportunity would be overseas. I suspect you want to stay overseas for a little while longer, don't you?
Yes, I would love to. So far, it has been good for me and my family. And also, it gives an opportunity for coaches here to see that, they can reach a certain level. Because I coached here before, and you know I used to look up to, I still do look up to coach like you, because I've mentioned before that when I started going into coaching, I would come to your training session. You'd even know me or anything at all.
I didn't know
But
that.
I was there. You know, I remember there's a specific drill that you do behind the goal, with the players with the heading, and they head the ball back. You know, that this team activity. So I mean, I was watching.
You want me to cry, youth? You want me to cry? I appreciate that. I genuinely appreciate that. And I didn't know that, by the way.
I'm telling you.
But I appreciate that. So when you go back, you're on holiday, I suspect.
Yes, I'm on
when you go
holiday.
back.
I go back on the 10th. I've been telling person I'm going back on the 6th. I don't know why, but I'm going back on the 10th of June.
When does the season start back?
We start training on the 15th.
Of June?
Yeah, of June. We do 2 weeks in Qatar, then we do 3 weeks in Turkey because of the heat. And the reason why we're starting so early this year is because of the World Cup.
Right.
The competition will start in August. Normally it's in September.
Yeah. All right. So a lot of people don't know this about Miguel Coley, but remember I said if he still does poetry, give me a little 30 seconds or something before you move. I put you on the spot, or you can manage.
No, I always can manage.
All right. Give me a little 30 seconds.
Okay, 30 seconds, yes. You are significant with a lot of significance. Won't get ignorant because of your, you are significant with a lot of significance. Won't get ignorant because others' ignorance. You affirm yourself by acting firmly. Won't get caught in the worldliness because you are self-worthy. You are significant. You have a dream and dream it. You have a belief and believe it. What's on your mind is sometimes unthinkable but achievable. So persevere. Reach for the skies like you're living there because you are significant.
No, sir. If you leave coaching, tease me at tease. So good to see you, my friend.
Yeah, man, same.
And I'm honored by your words just now. I thank you for those kind words. And I pray that one of these days I will see you as the national coach, and maybe you can bring me in as the assistant. And me just run up and down for the ball.
I prefer the reverse. I'll be the assistant.
No, man. Me run up and down and get the ball and play and say, Coach, what do you want me to do? Virgin, much love.
Same here.
Much love.
Manners and respect. Sir.
Always good to see you. And I still vex, so you beat me in the Manning Cup final, but it's all right.
All love, man.
Yeah,
All
man,
love.
much love. He's a former Reggae Boys assistant coach and coach for Salal SC in Qatar. Miguel Coley, my very, very good friend. Make it worse, this man him saying we love him even more. All right, coming up next, I don't know what the producer have in mind, but apparently we're taking a trip to bio class. He's a teacher, maybe he have to stay and help me out with this one. Soon come. Stay with us.